Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I want to talk about inversions. Now, in the last video, you may have heard me use the word inversion. In fact, inversions is all over this workshop, and I want to quickly define what inversion means. Now, inversion simply means that I can rearrange the notes inside of a chord to get another sound. Now, we're not going to go into defining it in the classical sense because I don't really think you need to know it in order to be a modern player, but you do need to know how to rearrange notes in a chord and that it simply can be done. So let's go simply and just take an E major chord. So let's take E major down on the neck. Now, this chord is built of E's, G sharps, and B's. Let's play up the scale. E, B, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Now inside of that chord was E, B, E, G sharp, B, E. Now to invert this chord means that I would put another note in the root other than E. So an inversion of this chord would be if I just played B and then finished the chord. That would mean that the B is on the bass, giving it a different texture and a different sound. Now it's still an E major chord, but B is in the bass. If I want a G sharp in the bass, that would be also an inversion of the chord. Giving it a different sort of texture, a different sound. And I can do that anywhere on the guitar neck. So let's take the A form. Now that's an inversion because B is in the bass, right? Here's B, now B, E, B, E, G sharp. Giving it a different sort of feel because B is in the bass. I can do that any way I want. I can rearrange the notes in the chord to make a different texture. As long as it has E's, B's, and G sharps, it's going to be an E major chord, no matter what order those notes are put in. So you'll see in this workshop throughout the series that I'm going to be rearranging notes to come up with new voicings. Now that's the cool part about playing guitars. There's all these different ways of creating voicings and textures on the guitar. And what I mean by voicings is that I'm simply rearranging notes to create a new texture or a new sound, and you call that a voicing. It's a new way to play the same chord on the guitar, and that's what this workshop is all about, finding new ways to play the same chord on the guitar. Now, stay tuned. Keep in mind, this all has to do with inversions and using inversions to create voicings on the guitar. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.